Welcome to my channel, C4 Fin Arts. Today we're going to be trying to paint this 3D printed flathead catfish. The original 3D printing of it had some messed up eyes, so I went ahead and glued in some lure eyes that I made and then painted it white over top. I've never painted a catfish in my life, so this should be interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. I'll be honest, this was kind of a struggle, but by golly doggone it, we figured it out. Let's start. So we have these stencils. I think that is what we're going to go with for the mottled pattern. I think we're going to go with these two to begin with. So we're just going to start with some good old-fashioned black. So I think the move is going to be to use kind of these bigger sections on the body and then maybe some of these smaller sections on the face and head area and maybe up in this region. I think that'll work. I will say my reference photo is of a taxidermized flathead, which it's usually better to have the actual photos of them, but this was kind of the best I could find. Alright, so we are done with the stencil, and this is what we are working with now. So you can see we got all of the mottling done pretty much on the entire fish. So I think I'm just going to hit probably the entire thing with just some yellow. Get a good base layer of yellow and then just kind of start fading this black a little bit. There is our very, very yellow kitten. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next because I don't actually know yet. I think I know what I'm going to do next. So it's almost like an orange color kind of throughout the body. So orange. I think I'm just going to spray it pretty lightly on the sides. I'm going to try and stay away from the belly because I want to fade that with white. So probably more up in this region and then kind of upper to mid part of the head. We're just going to spray a very light coating of orange, and then brown will go over top of that. So it's not gonna be sort of the final paint job for it, but trying to layer on colors, give it some depth, and not make it look like crap. I've never actually painted a flathead before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. And there's also not videos on YouTube, so that is pretty much why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Hopefully, if you guys are actually needing to paint a flathead, this is helpful. So far, it is looking more like a fire tiger crankbait, so that is not good. Hopefully, we can keep painting and unfrick it up. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I will say the black mottling is kind of fading out nicely, so I do like that. But next we're going to figure out which brown we're going to go with after I dry it, of course. Oh, I hope this works out. That looks like crap. That is definitely not a flathead, but I think it's going to work. Emphasis on think. I don't know, but I think. And I don't think very often. Okay, so now we just have the good old-fashioned brown. I will say this brown is already kind of orange, so that is not good. Probably could have just gotten away with just spraying this brown first. Okay. Still looking like junk. So I think we're gonna mix a little bit of white with brown. Might get some tan action going. Okay, I forgot to hit record, but all I'm doing is spraying on this tan sand color and trying to redeem it because it is not looking like a flathead. Still looks like absolute junk. Okay, so now I think we're gonna go and just add some dark brown to the top and see what that does. A lot of our modeling has kind of faded out because I've had to add a lot more paint than what I was intending. So I have some dark brown, extra dark brown in the airbrush. I think we're just gonna try and add some of that modeling back, not this one, this stencil. And then hopefully we can just very lightly spray it on and regain some of that modeling that we've lost. Still very tempted to just repaint the whole thing right now. Not incredible, I suppose it's not terrible. Okay, I mean I don't think I'm gonna start repainting it yet. Maybe there's hope. Okay, I will say, I'm actually starting to get a little more happy with that. Doesn't look like complete junk, so I went ahead and sprayed all of the fins, got those nice and darkened up, added just a little bit more modeling, and I think we're going to add, hopefully this doesn't screw it up, I think I'm going to add just a little bit of yellow kind of towards the midline. So this is very transparent yellow, and we're going to try to add it pretty sparingly. That looks significantly better. At least it's not orange. That spot kind of is, but we should be able to fade that out. Okay. Starting to not look like junk. I actually kind of like that on the belly. Might not fade it out as much as I thought. Okay, so that's what we got. Now I think we're going to take some white, get it on, not even gonna say what that looks like, just barely fade it up onto the belly. Pink. I'm gonna go ahead and get the inside of the mouth. Okay. So I think if we just go ahead and start working on the eye, we are just about done with this thing. That might be easier said than done because this is a very small eye. Which honestly, so I might just try and darken up the sides a little bit. Try and get the pupil in, and we'll see what that looks like. Where are my paintbrushes? Some airbrush black, which should be pretty thin. So we're just gonna see if we can, I don't even know, really figure something out. We Just need to distinguish the eye from the rest of the body. I think we might take just a little bit of gold. See if we can get a good pupil going. Usually getting a pupil on is not hard. It's getting both of them to look relatively the same that is quite a struggle. Looks like a pupil to me. I will say, from where it started, being as it was all white, definitely looks a lot more like a flathead. And especially looks a lot more like a flathead than whatever orange mess we had going on before. I think that's gonna work. We will go ahead and get this puppy clear coated and we will do the final reveal. Alright, it's been a few days. Our clear coat is most definitely dry and this is what we are left with. Certainly it is not the most perfect flathead catfish that has ever been painted, but I am happy with it. It's the first one I've ever even attempted. It's a little harder to paint smaller things and also I don't really care. It looks nice. If you're planning on painting a flathead yourself, let me know how that goes. And if you enjoyed watching this, please leave a comment down below. As always, thank you for sticking with me to the very end and be watching out for an upcoming upload where I will be carving a black crappie. Let me know what you think of my very first flathead catfish painting and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.